What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. So recently I made a video on the latest update in Pokemon Go and how it looked like we were getting a quality of life update thanks to an increased spawn radius. But it looks like we may have celebrated a little too early. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So as you may recall, I recently made a video on this exact article that says the new update 0.275 doubles the spawn radius for Pokemon in Pokemon Go, which everybody was ecstatic about this update since it is a quality of life update and would help people especially in more rural areas, as I had comments flooded with how excited they were for this to actually be rolling out. And in the original article, the author was stating that they hoped that this would be a permanent change and not some kind of bug that just happened to happen and seem like a quality of life improvement. And even up until literally a couple of hours ago, I think they tweeted out the update for this article 11 hours ago, so not even 12 hours ago, saying that they had fantastic news and that it was confirmed that the spawn radius doubling was not a bug and that it was working as intended. And that the update would be rolled out to all of the app stores on all of the devices and that everybody would be able to enjoy the new spawn radius. And as I mentioned, they also agree that this is a huge quality of life update, in particular for those who live closer to the equator. The spawn radius has never been the same for everyone. The closer to the equator you got, the smaller the radius got, which that is something that I didn't know, which why is that a thing? I figured that at least everybody had like that 40-meter radius, but the fact that some people have even smaller radiuses, this definitely seemed like it was a step in the right direction if that's the case. But similarly, as I was talking about the rural trainers, they said that the change gives those trainers a better radius now and that they weren't sure why Niantic made the change, but they're embracing it. So like I said, everybody was ecstatic. That is until an hour ago. I am literally not kidding, an hour ago, when Niantic tweeted out this tweet that says, "Some trainers may have experienced an increase to the current interaction radius. This was the unintended effect of a bug fix intended to improve the Pokemon encounter experience when your device is experiencing GPS drift." So already it doesn't sound like good news, right? Well, I can assure you that we are all about to be very disappointed because it says, "We're reverting this change." So they will be reverting back to the 40-meter spawn radius, so we will no longer have the 80-meter one. They do, however, state that they will take our feedback into consideration as they look to optimize the Pokemon encounter experience in the future. And this is exactly what I said they shouldn't do if it did end up being a glitch in my previous video. Because in my previous video I said, if this is actually a glitch, I think they should just ignore it and they should just leave it, because look at how excited and happy people were to finally feel like they were getting a win and getting some kind of step in a positive direction when it comes to Niantic and the community. And it looks like even Joe Merrick himself shares my sentiment, because he himself an hour ago replied to Niantic's tweet saying, "Probably should have seen how the community was thrilled with this for playability and accessibility reasons and never admitted it was a bug and just taken the win." Which, that's literally what I'm saying. They should have just rolled with the punches and been like, "Oh, they seem to really like this. Let's just pretend like it wasn't a bug and just leave it and let them enjoy the game." So I'm not sure why they chose to revert this, even though they saw what a positive reaction they got from the community. Just because, like I mentioned in my previous video, I don't really see how this is an issue. I don't see how this would affect the game negatively in any way, shape, or form. It's not like people are gonna be able to be sitting in their house and interact with spawns that are like 7 miles away. They're just gonna be able to get a couple more spawns that are maybe across the street from them so they don't have to cross the street. Because I know everything boils down to them trying to go back to their roots and get everybody outside, but in the grand scheme of things, a 40-meter increase in spawn radius is not going to negatively impact that cause. Because going back to the original article, the author posted a screenshot of what their spawns looked like for them when they did have the 80-meter spawn radius, and it's not like the spawns are even that crazy far away. They're literally across the street for this trainer, versus only getting these two spawns that are closer to the avatar. So I fail to see how this would have been a negative thing and why they felt the need to revert it, but especially seeing that this is something that the community was actually really happy with. And like I said in my previous video, and like this article stated, it would greatly improve gameplay for those that don't have a lot of spawns super close to them. But this is of course my personal opinion. Like I said, I fail to see why they felt the need to revert the change and admit that it was a glitch. I think that they could have just simply let it be and let people be happy with the new spawn radius. But they did say that they're taking our feedback into consideration as they look to optimize the Pokemon encounter experience in the future. So maybe we can hold out hope that perhaps they will bring back this increased spawn radius in the near future. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.